What's going on, Totem Pole Nation? Got Coach Troy Taylor here. I'm Coach Hutchings, and we are happy that it is Friday. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Coach?
Hey, man, doing great, man. Just trying to figure out my laptop. I haven't figured out how to use a laptop yet. We have another guest today, and that guest is Jim Tim. Jim Tim, did you have fun last night?
It was interesting. That's all I'm going to say.
Why would you say that was interesting?
You have an interesting plethora of different kinds of clientele.
Well, yeah, people told me that I was like Howard Stern.
Oh God, please don't say.
I have the what is it? The whack pack. That's
what
they've called my friends. They said you're like the dude from the one that flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Oh, I thought you had the plethora of the different stable of the degenerates from Degeneration X.
Pretty much, yeah.
Are you ready?
I think you figured me out pretty quick there, Jim Tim. Well,
yeah. So I know y'all were talking last night about the big news, and I know Angry Redskin fan is over the moon about Mr. Dan Snyder selling his Washington Commanders.
So, Coach, what's your take on that?
It needs to be done. Dan Snyder is terrible. I mean, just look at the record of the Redskins over the last decade.
See, the only time that Snyder did any good is when I think it was they brought in, I don't know, you probably don't remember this.
Joe Gibbs.
When they brought in like Bruce Smith, Hainsworth, what's it called? Hansen, Hansen. Oh my God, they brought like a $1 million worth of really good veteran talent, and they didn't do squat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, when they got rid of all the whole Shanahan dynasty, I mean, you look how well those coaches have been doing across the NFL. Yeah. You know, I just know that there's so many things that have gone wrong in the Washington Commanders organization, and we've talked previously about it. How I've had friends play for them. I've had friends be cheerleaders for them, and how much negative stuff has been said. You know, I'm not going to name any names or anything, but they've said there's quite a few negatives going on within that organization.
Yeah.
I really like this layout we have here. It's like the Three Amigos.
Coach Taylor, I got some news for you.
Okay.
Reached out to the Queen of the South, the Queen of the SEC, Miss Sarah Blake Cheek, and she will be joining us here in the near future. Not today, but again, here in the future, we're going to have her back. So
now Jim Tim's got a big smile on his face. Jim Tim, do you know Sarah Blake Cheek?
No.
You don't?
No.
So you are not one of her customers.
I'm not going there.
That's good. Let's keep that private. But
hey, I am not like Redskin fan. I am not like him.
Sarah Blake Cheek will be joining us, the Queen of the SEC. She's moving to Nashville. She's leaving Florida.
Now here's a question for you.
Yes.
Who is she?
She is an amazing person. She knows all about Tennessee Volunteer football. She knows all about the SEC. She is a model. She is absolutely stunning. She's been a cover model as well, too. So you can check her out. And
interesting.
She is phenomenal.
Yes, she is. I got down there. Pray for Fort Lauderdale. What's going on in Fort Lauderdale, y'all? I haven't checked the news or anything, but I saw there's very bad flooding down there.
Yeah, they got 2 feet of rain in one day. And so flooded out the airport, flooded out neighborhoods, flooded out.
Oh, wow.
A lot of different stuff. So, I mean, anywhere you go in the world, 2 feet of rain, I mean, that's going to change some stuff. But, yeah, there's drone shots. Actually, I pulled it up right now. I'm not going to share the screen, but you can kind of see just how, I mean, it's just full of water. That's the last night. And all these different vehicles that are pretty much stranded because they – I mean, I teach driver's ed, and we talk to our students about how much water it takes just to get you stranded. And 2 feet is actually the thing. If there's 2 feet of water, you're screwed unless you got a big lifted truck.
Yeah, no doubt. So I got down here the Lakers versus the Grizzlies. Lakers versus the Grizzlies. I believe it starts tonight.
It's tonight at 9 p.m., I believe.
Yes,
Okay.
the other one is Chicago and who is it? Chicago and somebody.
Let's see.
I think the Bucks. Excuse me. Yeah.
They play the Miami Heat.
Oh, Miami Heat. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, the Miami Heat. Okay, so
yeah, so it's
knows
the
I'm a
Bulls and the
Grizzlies
Heat
fan.
tonight at 7, and the OKC Thunder and the Timberwolves at 9:30.
There you go.
And this is the last of the play-in games. Both are for the 8th seed.
no, that's not. It's just saying. The Bulls is for the 8th seed. The Lakers has already won.
Oh yeah, Lakers already got in. Yes.
Yeah, Lakers already got in.
The
Lakers
Grizzlies are 2.
got in 7th seed, I believe.
Yeah, so
overtime.
I'm gonna take the Bulls because they got my guy, the tough dude.
You're going against the betting odds. Miami is a 5.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
So, might get some good money there, Coach.
Yeah, I might. If I was a betting man, I would take it, but I'm not. Heck, I think I might even pick the wrong team. I like the dude Jimmy Butler. Butler don't even play for the Bulls no more.
No.
I'm picking the Bulls.
Where does he play now?
Plays for the Heat.
Okay.
And you got Zach LaVine, 24.8 points per game. Jimmy Butler for Miami, 22.9 points a game. It is kind of split down the middle, but they do got Miami with a 5.5-point spread.
Number 1 pick in the NFL draft.
Oh, good grief.
Who you got, Tim?
So it would be for who? Did they ever find out who the number one one team?
Panthers.
They need a few things. I would probably say either Stroud or Anderson.
So he's going with Willie Anderson, the linebacker from Alabama.
You're the hybrid. They say he's small, so he's going to be put as a hybrid.
Okay. I know
Yeah,
you run
more
a
than
hybrid.
likely, you're probably looking at Bryce Young. I would say Stetson Bennett would be in the top up there, but he's had some personal issues, and he went after those police and everything like that for ruining everything he worked for, is what he said.
I also like that guy from Georgia. What's his name? Carter. That 6'6", 340-pound monster in the middle.
Yeah, Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
But he's got some issues, they said. That's going to hurt his draft stock.
Possibly, but
I say C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young.
I'm also hearing just recently about the guy from Kentucky. His stock is continuing to grow.
Okay, that's the quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah, Will Levis,
Kentucky.
Levis.
It's Levine.
Yeah, Levi.
Yeah.
And Sarah Blake Cheek is not a big fan of Levi, so I'm not a big fan either. Because
I have to see him play against, and unfortunately in Kentucky, he didn't really get a chance to play against. He played against Alabama and LSU, but yeah, that's fine. But I mean, he didn't really have any legit weapons on offense. So I have to see him in the pros. I have to see him how he really. He has a good arm to him. I will say that.
Coach, this week is a big weekend for UFC. Talk a little bit about that. You want to make any predictions?
Well, this weekend UFC really, to be honest, isn't the big weekend. It's a UFC fight night.
It was last weekend was the big
last
weekend.
weekend was a big card, and then the first week in May is another big card as well. But this week you got Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen. It's featherweights. They got a lot of, it's the smaller people for the most part. I don't believe there's a heavyweight on the card itself. But there are some good fighters. Edson Barbosa is a good fighter against Billy Quarantillo. We'll see what happens there. But, these fight nights, they do a lot of them. I think we already talked about Clay Guida being in there. I don't think Clay's going to get much done that night. But you can check it out. I believe it's just on ESPN Plus tomorrow night. But the big one that is coming up is going to be, they've got a couple more fight nights, but then you got UFC 288, Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo for the bantamweight title fight. Again, that is May 6th. Got a lot of good people fighting in that too. You got Charles Oliveira versus Benel Darush. I can't even say it. And then you got some good female fighters, Jessica Andrade versus Yan Xiaonan. I'm going to butcher some of these names, of course.
Yeah, that's okay.
So,
WWE, Jim Tim. Update us with WWE. Are there any big events this weekend? What's coming up on Monday Night Raw?
They don't know that yet. So we'll have to see where Cody Rhodes goes from here from against Lesnar. I've heard Lesnar is possibly going to be joining the Bloodline.
So
yeah,
Brock
we had
Lesnar.
talked a little bit about what's going to happen with Lesnar's arc.
Yeah.
There's not much you can really do with him. I mean, the guy has rolled through everybody he's faced.
Yeah.
Everybody. So they did a good job with him at the Royal Rumble, him just going psycho. But it just all depends on where he's going to end up. And, the guy's had a long running career in the WWE. There's only a few more things that he can get done.
Yeah, but haven't you noticed, though, that they're doing it, this storyline, it's matching off literally from WWE to AEW to Impact, etc. They're doing a storyline of all the veterans, and they're going to their last ride.
Yeah. Undertaker is trending on Twitter right now, and a lot of people are just reminiscing about, the matches that they wish they could have seen the Undertaker in. Undertaker versus Sting being one of the top ones.
Yeah.
But their next event is WWE Backlash on May 6th, and they're actually doing that in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Wow. So, NBA Finals.
Oh, no.
Oh, you don't like the NBA Finals?
I'm not a basketball person.
Well, who's going to win it all? Who's going to win it all? Let's make our predictions. And then we'll get into some life lessons.
Predictions.
Who are you picking to win it all?
I'm going to say the Bucks in the East and the Suns in the West.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Bucks leading right now. We'll see what's going to happen. I mean, Phoenix Suns, not a bad pick on there by you, Jim Tim. 76ers have an opportunity as well. Sometimes when you look at these play-in teams, they got a lot more to lose, so they're willing to put a little bit more on the line.
This might be LeBron's last rodeo.
That's my pick. Life lessons. Jim Tim, what is your life lesson? What is on your heart today after being on the show in the morning and then coming back at night, getting to see your nemesis, which you have made amends with, Angry Redskin fan?
Oh, gosh.
What's your life lesson?
My life lesson is don't pick a fight unless you know what you're doing and how to handle it.
That is good advice. Coach Hutch, what is your life lesson for
I'm just
today?
thinking about, most of the fights in my life have just been picked by other people.
Ooh.
so thinking about that, I don't ever pick fights, but I usually end them. So beyond that,
I don't know who in the world would try to fight you. That person's got to be drunk or on something.
Usually that is the case. Usually it's
courage in a can. Involved. I mean, you're 6'3", 300 pounds. You're too big to fight.
Yeah. Well, that's why I learned jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and, did amateur wrestling for years and then professional wrestling. So, not many people out there can challenge me now, unless you actually have like, Cyborg. That guy could challenge me.
Man, now
I'd
that
fight
I would
him.
pay to see that.
I'd fight him. I like the
Uh-oh.
guy. I would fight him, but
How long would it take you to get in shape to fight him?
just a normal fight camp, more than likely. So a few months.
I think, but you can't fight MMA professionally, can
Correct.
you? So he
Correct.
would have to
Yeah,
go down to amateur
be an
status
amateur
to
fight,
fight
yeah.
you.
Yeah, but I already tried that route. That
Yeah,
ship has
dude,
sailed.
let's don't get hurt. Okay, let's just
That ship
focus
has sailed.
on
Now there is somebody, rough and rowdy. I'd 100% get ready to fight.
and that is the coach from Last Chance U.
Indeed, he needs a little slap around to
So
settle his
you
ego.
have not ended your beef with Jason Brown.
He didn't even let it go on. The guy wussed out in the first 24 hours of it.
So you're saying he didn't want any of you.
Cronies talking trash.
We have not heard from the Madness since he left for Boston.
He
I
might
don't
be
know if he got
arrested.
at Barstool Sports headquarters. I'm not sure. So Madness, if you're in jail, hit me up. All right, I might be able to go pick you up, but I don't know about, or I'll get you a Greyhound bus ticket.
He probably found a nice lady friend.
There you go. He was looking for a new Miss Elizabeth.
I have no idea.
And he actually was potentially looking at Sarah Blake Cheek to be his next Miss Elizabeth, but now she's moving to Nashville. So I don't know if she considered him to be a stalker, but she's moving to Nashville. All right. And give us an update on her moonshine company, Coach. What is that all about?
So I did see it drop. So it's got like a caramel apple moonshine. I believe it's she had to water it down just for the sales, because you can't necessarily in all places sell stuff with high alcohol percentages or high proof. But yeah, we're gonna get some of that here soon. I know she was touring up in New York City. She's kind of been bouncing around, getting a lot of stuff out there. So when she has time, she's going to get back on. She only said 3 words to me: "Let's do it."
Nice.
So she's ready to rock and roll whenever we are.
Let's do it.
Life lesson,
Coach, can you hit up Lolo Jones?
Oh yeah, I dare you.
I have not seen Jim Tim smile that much since I mentioned Trish Stratus's name.
Oh gosh, no.
Okay. So, is there any way you could contact Lolo Jones?
I could send out an Instagram or a tweet, and I don't know. We'd have to make sure Jim Tim stays on script.
I am going to stay on script. What the heck are you talking about? I always stay on script. What the heck?
Inappropriate questions is what you're saying.
Hey. I never have an inappropriate question since I've day one.
You are a scholar and a gentleman. Now, I cannot say as much for all the rest of these guys. Coach Hutch, how does it feel to have your sidekick, your twin, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito, Coach Moji the OG back?
I love having Coach Moji the OG back. He is somebody I think he needs to make more frequent appearances. I mean, the guy's got great takes. The guy's got great energy. He is a phenomenal co-star, co-anchor, co-talent, whatever you want to call him. Need more of him.
Me and him talked for a long time last night after the podcast. He had a tremendous amount of fun. He loved that he could video from his man cave. So, Jim Tim, you might be coming on with Coach Moji the OG and Coach Hutch more often on Totem Pole Nation to give y'all's takes. Coach, what else is trending on Twitter?
Well, we got a lot coming up, obviously, with the draft. So I think that's going to take some stuff up. But, really, I'm just a big NFL guy. So when NFL starts kicking off, I mean, that's when we're going to have a ton of content coming out. Top tweets right now. are actually about men's football, which
So
I
this
can't
is
tell
not
you.
American football.
Yeah, I can't tell you anything about that because all of them are Manchester. Let's
I got
see.
Ian Tatum has just posted on Twitter. Ian Tatum says, I know it's late notice, but if you've ever wanted to present at a clinic, hit me up because I have to replace a session for tomorrow. The Tatum Offensive Coordinator Clinic is going to be a great source of valuable information. So if you're an offensive coordinator or an offensive coach and you want to present, please reach out on Twitter to Coach Tatum 90. That's at Coach Tatum 90. Coach, you see anything else?
Just in baseball. Baseball's in full swing now, and the Twins are knocking off the Yankees. That's trending. Back to back to back, apparently. I just haven't had a chance to really sit down. I'm very, very busy, unable to really get going with a lot of the sports going on. So I'm kind of on the back burner in terms of just finding out after the fact. But normally I got the TVs going, multiple channels. I got the MLB package, the NHL package, NBA, and of course NFL, Sunday Ticket, and Red Zone. So
this is big news right here. I just saw this, okay, and I believe that it is true. Check this out.
So Michael Vick.
Yeah. Virginia Tech football. Congratulations to Michael Vick for being selected to Virginia Tech's 2023 Influential Black Alumni.
Oh, definitely.
Named Athlete of the Year. Michael
Definitely.
Vick. I am a huge Michael Vick fan.
Agreed. You know, the guy got, I think, a bad rap. You know, he did his time and he made his atonements. And there's guys out there that have done a whole lot worse and didn't have to do half, not even a tenth of what he had to do.
He learned his craft after he got on the Eagles. When with Andy Reid, he finally started to learn the accuracy part of the game, and he finally got somebody that actually took a chance on him. And look where he went.
Coach, you are muted, Coach Taylor. Yeah. So today, guys, on Total Paul Day Shit, I'm Coach Troy Taylor, and we got some big.
I was just messing with you. My mic wasn't muted, but
trying to be your ventriloquist.
I mean, yeah, Michael Vick was not serious about football, but then he got serious. But I think it might have been a little bit too late.
Yeah.
What a talent! He's from Virginia, Mr. Electric.
I mean, he was a guy that, you know, in college, obviously he was, you know, fireworks. I don't know any of my friends that played NFL football like on Xbox back in 2006, 2007 that did not go with the Falcons because of the rating of Michael Vick.
Yeah, well, look at the talent he had around him when he was on Atlanta. Good grief.
Yeah, work done.
Crumpler
over there. Yeah, Algie Crumpler.
Yeah. They also had Christensen. They had let me think. Duckett, another running back. TJ Duckett, I believe that's his name.
He was a big guy.
Yeah.
He was a big running back.
NFL has changed a lot since then, though.
Yeah.
So NFL has definitely morphed into the entertainment industry that is the WWE of professional sports.
Did you hear about the two twins from the Miami Hurricane?
I did, Jim Tim. Would you like to update us on that?
I don't know if anybody heard about that. The twins, I don't know how to pronounce their names, but the identical twins from the Lady Hurricanes. I just recently heard that they're trying to get into the WWE as either management or something into that aspect.
Oh, yeah, these girls. I did see about that.
So are you excited about that, Jim Tim?
I don't know. I don't know how good their talent is. I don't know yet.
Well, I
they've
mean,
sold like
the talent.
they've sold like three.
Here's the thing. I'll give you a little insight in WWE. If you've got some athleticism and you've got the look, they can turn you into.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Look at the Twins though. They're seriously, they have the look. They made $3.2 million off NIL, for crying out loud, for their social media sites.
Well, we made $32 and got Taco Tuesday. Totem Pole Nation followers. So
Just saying.
$40 a month, baby. $40 a month and a $40 plaque. That's what we have. That's what we have to show, and a great friendship with our friend Jim Tim.
Oh gosh,
which is worth more than anything to me.
you have better talent out there. You got to get the talent.
We have the talent. We have the talent right here.
We got the tools.
The madness has been MIA. Coach Bald will be coming back to take over the show. I hope that Jim Tim will continue to come on with Coach Bald. I know Coach Hutch will. And this is the Life Lessons podcast on Totem Pole Nation. Coach, you want to shout out our sponsors?
Definitely. So always St. Pete Rejuvenate. Check them out if you are in the St. Petersburg area. They will help you out with all sorts of different things. They've got skincare therapy, ketamine therapy. They will help you out big time, as well as Cultivate Wellness. Check them out, cultivatewellness.com. They have all of your CBD needs, full spectrum CBD. They do ship nationwide. And again, the top seller right now is their 2,000 milligram muscle rub. So for all the athletes out there, if you need something, you got some aches and pains, give that a rub on, and you will be good to go.
Totem Pole Nation. Until next time.
Totem Pole Nation, we love you. Jim Tim, good to see you. Coach Taylor, good to see you. Happy Friday, everybody. And y'all take care.
Have fun.